Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're back out here on the river. Same spot as the last video you guys watched. We're starting at the end where we finished the last video. We're gonna start off with the frog here again and just kind of pitch around these little cypress knees and trees. Water's a little bit lower than it was last time. We had a little cool front come through, so I'm hoping these fish will be a little active this morning. But we're gonna start off with this frog and then kind of just see what we can get figured out this morning. Hopefully we can get another good video. We're going to throw the spinnerbait around right here on this little point where we were catching them almost every cast a few weekends ago. Hopefully we can get on a good bite again this morning. There's one. There had to be one right here. Slowly, oh, he's peeing. Oh, gosh. Hold on, I'm trying to let you go. Getting a little worried here for a second. Normally this spot is always a fish. Oh, sorry. See if we can get some more here. Just last time we were here, we were tearing them up on this fighting frog. I didn't want to use the same bait again, but it was already tied on still from the last trip, so I figured I'd do a few casts with it. I knew there had to be some fish here, but I don't think they're stacked in here how they were last time. The water's a little bit lower, and I don't think there's any current flowing through. Another one. Another little one. Back to the same spot as that last one. This guy's chunky. Come on. Right in the top of the mouth. Good hook set. We got one about the same size as that first one. This one feels like it may be a little bit heavier. Just dragging it straight right there from where that ditch is, straight back to us, and he thumped it about at the same spot. See if we can get another one on this little one before we change. We may swap baits up since the last video we were catching on this. See if we can get bit on something different. It's all torn up. I'll see if we can get another one. Last time we were here, there was a ton of shad here, and the water was actually had a little current to it, and it was a little bit cooler. It's not too bad this morning. We're at 86 degrees this morning in the water. I was thinking it was going to be a lot hotter than that. But there's plenty of bait jumping right here. I'm seeing plenty of shad busting over there. We'll probably fish here a few more minutes and then hit that stretch of bank over there with the frog and see if we can try to get us a nice frog bite going, if we can. There's another one. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, yes. Okay, so they're, from the last time we were here, they were moved out further away from the bank just a little bit. It's a decent fish too. There we go. That's a pretty one. It's a healthy fish too. It's a 1.25 pound bass right there. Hey, that's a pretty fish. Let him go. And get back in there real quick and see if we can get us another one. Oh, let go of my thumb. He got my thumb. Alright, so that's 3 bass in less than 10 minutes right here, just dragging it back straight back to the boat. We made plenty of casts of this side when we were coming in and didn't get no bites, and then it seemed like right now that we've lined up kind of straight with the ditch and just dragging it back, that's 3 bites, and they're all right there in about the same little spot. So hopefully these fish are grouped up again and we'll be able to have us a pretty decent day. We're going to get a new crawl tied on and then make a few more casts right here and see if we can pick up some more. There's one. Oh, God. Finally. Popped right over a limb and that guy got it. Another little guy, but it's been a while since we got our last bite. I just missed one right here and this guy came back and got it. A few casts later, I'm not sure this is the same fish or not that I missed. There's a nice, pretty bass right there. He got some parasite or something on his tail. Healthy looking bass right there. It's probably about close to a pound. Let's let it go. We moved down a good little ways. We're fishing basically a big lay down right here. It stretched all the way from, I don't know if you guys can see that pole right there straight in front of us. That tree basically goes from the bank all the way to right here to where somebody marked it at this end too, because people were hitting it with the boat and the props and everything and damaging their props. So, but it used to not be marked at all, and you could only see it when the water was down, kind of how it is now. You can, if you were coming through here fast, you wouldn't see it at all. But this is one of my favorite spots right here to fish. Normally there's a lot of fish grouped up right here, and see if we can get another one real quick while we're sitting right here. It's been tough this morning. We only had a couple bites and nothing really big or anything, but we're gonna keep grinding, keep throwing this crawl, and we've thrown the spinner bait. We've thrown a lot of different baits, just haven't been able to get bit on a moving bait or any top water. Just seem to be the only thing we can get bit on is dragging this crawl across the bottom. I'm gonna get back in there and see if there's another one in there where that one was. There's one. Oh, yes. Smallest one of the morning, I think, right here. This one's a lot darker than the last one. Yeah, this smallest one in the morning looks like he's got a little golden color to him. Pretty looking fish. I think he might be the skinniest one in the morning though, but don't let him go. Probably gonna get a new crawl on real quick, I think. Most fish have done destroyed it. Or just, I'm not sure this is a 4-inch or 3-inch, 3.5-inch Dean Rojas Fighting Frog from Big Bite Baits. It's one of my favorite baits to throw around, especially in this black and blue color. I like it, you can swim it around too if you have to or something, but we've just been dragging it. It's got tons of action with these little claws right here and then these 2 little legs right here. Seem to get the fish. You can just kind of barely move it in that water and this fish will get it. I can get one more on this one. See, we're just Texas rigging it. a small little weight. Just throwing it up here by these trees. We'll just lay down right here. Kind of just letting it sink down on the bottom. It's not but like 5 feet right there. Once it hits the bottom, we're just kind of picking it up. There's tons of limbs and brush down there. And 2 of my bites that I've had here, as soon as it comes over that limb and hits back down, that's when they get it. There's one. Looks like a decent one. Nice, small. Just had its mouth open. Oh. So our 3rd one from here, I think, or 3rd or 4th fish right here. This big laydowner. Nothing big though, but finally in there where we can get some bites. Like, oh, it's a small one, but like some try to get him. And no telling what it was. Real pretty fish. Hey, we're sitting right here getting rigged up, re-rigging us a new fighting frog, and I was just thinking when I was sitting there that this bait has been real good to me this year. Almost every bass that I've caught in Bass River this year has came off this bait right here. I think the only other thing I've caught them on is a frog and a 10-inch worm, but for the most part, almost all my fish out of the river this year came off this exact bait right here. I like getting the big bulk pack right here. These, I'm not sure how many come in it, but I'm running low. I'm gonna have to get some more. But this little bait right here has done a lot of damage for me this year in this river, and different parts of it too. I've been to 3 different parts of the river, and this thing has caught fish every single part. I'll get back right here and see if we can get us another one. See how many we can get right here. And kind of make a move. I may throw a bigger worm or on that swing kit, put a little baby brush on, kind of drag it. I'd like to try to get a few baits, getting bit or something, just try to switch it up a little bit. We tried the frog for a while and couldn't get bit on it. I don't think the topwater bite's gonna happen today for us, or at least not with the frog. Oh, God, right here at the boat. That's gonna be the biggest one of the morning right there. I was just about to pick it up to make another cast. Get up here. Gosh, what a bite. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera or not. Maybe the biggest one of the morning right there. It's a real pretty fish. The fish got like little mouths and big body. It's a real pretty looking fish. Look at him in that sunlight. I was just about to make another cast and just got hit it right at the boat. We're gonna get in there again real quick and see if there's another one up in there and see if we get us another one. That didn't take too long with this thing. That was like our 3rd cast with it, I believe. Yeah, I must have been following it the whole way. I'm just kind of letting it, casting it out and just kind of dragging it slowly across the bottom. Just throwing it across the bottom. Just making sure I stay in contact with the bottom when I'm reeling it back. good one. Oh, that's a good one, whatever it is. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good one. Finally. God, it's a strong fighting fish, too. Look at that fish. Oh, don't come off. I don't think he's hooked too good. Ah, there we go. He's not huge, but barely hooked in the corner of the mouth. Look at that hook, just fell out. We hit it as soon as it hit the bottom, y'all. Just facing towards the wind. The wind's kind of making a little current flow through here, and right here in the middle of this little hard area right here. This guy was sitting right there. As soon as it hit the bottom, man, multiple casts through there. I just think these fish are just kind of swimming around down there, just kind of on the hunt for some food. I'm not really too sure. Last time we were here, there was just shad everywhere, so these fish were just grouped up and they were just hitting every time we were casting. But conditions are a little bit different today. It's bluebird skies. Water's pretty cool for this time of the year. We had that little cool front come through that I think helped cool it down a couple degrees during the night. Look at that fish right there. We're going one more look at her. It's a pretty Bass River bass right there, y'all. Strong fighting fish. These fish fight so hard. We're gonna let her go. See if she don't splash us. She almost did.